how you can market your country the same way companies market their products and brands. How long does it take for me to get my order? What processes do you go through? So you need to market your country. You need to shorten the processes that people go through for them to visit your country. People who get a good service from you, people who get good treatment from your country will tell other people or other companies to take interest in your country. In this part or episode, we continue to look at how you can market your country the same way companies market their products and brands. How to market your country the same way companies market themselves. In the last part, we looked at some approaches and tactics that you could use to market your country. And in this part, we are going to look at the other part, or what we had left out in the previous parts. We are going to look at people. I think this is obvious that countries are composed of people. Countries have got citizens, countries have got residents, countries have got investors, countries have got tourists, countries have got companies, companies have got people. Yeah, so people, human beings, people are important when you are marketing your country. What do we mean? As a country, you have a government. The government has people. They are employees. Those employees are either civil servants or public servants. Civil servants in most countries, those are the people or the staff in government ministries and departments who are employed on a permanent basis, permanent and pensionable. The public servants are contractors, in my view. The public servants are contractors. These are people who work like in agencies, but also in ministries and departments, but as contractors or as consultants. They work on a contract. When their contracts expire, they leave, or their contract is renewed, or when the assignment is finished, they leave. So people also are important because you have people as a government, as a country, as a government marketing the country. You have citizens and residents of your country. So these people matter when you are marketing your country. You present your country, you market your country on behalf of your people. But also you use the people to market your country as employees or as consultants. You use the people to do different activities that help your country develop. So people are important, and if they are employees in government, and different aspects of life, they need to be well trained. Let me mention even employees in companies contribute to marketing the country, and therefore they need to also be as well trained, as skilled. But for now that I'm talking about marketing a country, let me talk about the government employees and consultants. Your government will promote and market itself very well when they have the right people. Like companies, your government needs skilled people. They need the expertise required. They need people who are well trained. They need people who know what they are doing. They need people who have employable skills. They need people who know how to market country. Because as companies are marketing themselves, I am saying that governments, countries have to market themselves. And if they have to market themselves, they need the same expertise. They need the same experts, like those experts who are in private companies. So if you want marketing experts and international business experts and economic and commercial diplomat experts, you have to train them, you have to hire them, you have to motivate them, you have to let them go and market your country. So, yes, government also needs marketing experts. Government also needs experts to promote itself. So, look at the company, what the company has in their departments, especially marketing and sales departments. The country should have the same expertise. Probably you even might need to go to companies and hire people who have been experts in that arena, and they come and help you how to market your country as a brand, as a national brand. So people are important always, all the time. Let me talk about processes or procedures. In businesses, especially when we are promoting marketing services, we talk about what we call processes or procedures. How long do I take? If I'm in a restaurant, I order pizza. If I'm in a restaurant, I order hamburger. If I'm in a restaurant, I order just tea. How long does it take for me to get my order? How long does it take? It is so important. What processes do you go through? What are the procedures that you are taking? And let me mention this. This is important, especially for companies that want to invest in your country. They want to know how long they will take to get registered as companies in your country, how long they will take to get an investment certificate or license, how long they will take to have their people, their experts who are going to be working in these new companies they are establishing in your countries, how long you will take to give them immigration documents, work permits, visas, stay documents. But also the tourists. The tourists also want to know, how long do I take to get a visa to come to go and visit your country? How long do I take to get the right service? How long do I take to have a government official respond to me? So you need to market your country. You need to shorten the processes that people go through for them to visit your country, for example. For them to go through, for them to invest in your country, for example. You have to shorten the procedures. You don't need long procedures, because they will discourage the potential people who need to take interest and associate with your country. This is so important, but I'm not going to talk a lot about it, because it is as simple as that. Processes and procedures either encourage people to associate with your company or your country, or either they encourage or they discourage. So you have to have, and you know, with technology now, with a lot of e-commerce, with a lot of digital platforms, with a lot of even supported by robotics and AI, we can shorten the processes that people go through to associate with your country. And that will encourage more people to take interest in your country. And like I said before, then people who get a good service from you, people who get good treatment from your country, will tell other people or other companies to take interest in your country. The other aspect I want to talk about in terms of approaches is, in business we call it physical evidence. Physical evidence. I'll give an example. When you go to a hospital, let it look like a hospital, isn't it? And then some of you who fear the dentist, when he begins knocking on your teeth, know that this is a dentistry. When you go to a restaurant, let it appear like a restaurant. When you go to a bar, let it look like a bar. When you go to a hotel, let it look like a hotel. What shows that this is a hotel? And what shows that this is a hospital? What shows that this is a restaurant? What shows that this is a bar? What shows this is an eating place? So physical evidence. An example, if it is a hospital, and I'm going to use the example of hospital because we all go to hospitals, isn't it? The building will be labeled as such, XY Hospital. I have seen in some places, especially in developing countries, these people show as if like they love God more than other countries in the world. They write on a hospital, God cares. They write on a clinic, we care, God heals. But when I see that, I begin to get scared. You simply care, but God heals, eh? So I'm not getting a cure from here. Yeah, so I get scared. So, but ladies and gentlemen listening to me everywhere, let me end with this. Noise. In business, in companies, there is what we call noise. Noise is a disruption. Noise is an interruption that disrupts our communication and our communication strategies and our tactics. Noise sometimes in business could be another advert or another promotion from a competitor, from another company that competes with us. And we always want to avoid noise. So in countries, you should also fight hard when you are marketing and you are communicating your message, you are trying to promote yourself, you are trying to present yourself. Make sure you lessen noise. Make sure you lessen noise. Make sure you have strategies and tactics of addressing noise. Make sure your good image does not disappear in the noise. Sometimes, what is this noise? A lot of politics are wasting time instead of working. What is the noise? A lot of bad press. A lot of bad publicity. A lot of uncalled for publicity that affects your good image. You can again lessen this noise by also having a good image. You can lessen this noise by presenting your image very well. You can lessen this noise by promoting your brand very well. But also you can lessen this noise by information. Always giving people the right information. Ladies and gentlemen, listening to me everywhere, I thank you.